Alright. Here we are, day 8 of, took 8 days for this thing to respawn. So that's always nice, right? I'll get the vehicles out here. I'll get these soldiers out here. I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do it like that. I don't really know. Oh, but then the checker strike hits the helicopter there. Okay, I'm not doing it like that. I am not doing it like that. I'm just gonna do it the way I've been always doing it, which is the potentially terrible way. But I don't care at this point. And I guess I'm also gonna have to restart the game between every single stun on the snakes from the laser eye, because there's a bug right now that makes stuns actually just terrible. Because basically it'll mean that you can't cool down. Like, you see that? It just puts it back up. Or something, I don't know. 2 units stunned anyways. Gonna try again. This is, after all, the 6th time attempting, or the 6th time it's spawned in. That's what I'm trying to say there. So we'll see if I can actually manage to lose or not. You know, 1 stun? Is 1 stun realistically doable? I mean, maybe. Okay, so fire the snake. I'll try firing the other snake, and it actually works, I guess. Maybe the bug was fixed already? I don't know. I don't know, but I have a feeling that I'm going to need to restart the game at some point during this attempt, and that is... I mean, all the tanks are still perma-stunned, so... I'm gonna retry that. Keep on retrying until I get somewhere, of course. Which is either going to be good or terrible. You never know. As 2 snakes stunned, I'm going to just retry. Let's see, is this killable with anything? No, it is not killable without using the snake there, I don't think. So it has to be 3 crits on the first attack. Has to be. Okay, we get stunned. It's only 1 stun on the snakes though, so I think it's acceptable. Use a tank here for 36 damage, that's not very good. Okay, so that should be... Okay, this is the time where I think I wanna do the thing known as restarting the game here real quickly. Alright, loading assets, and we load it back in. And this thing can now attack again. when it couldn't before. See, that's kind of an interesting thing, isn't it? Ow. Somehow restarting the game fixes that. But it's not fixing the amount of critical hits I'm supposed to be getting here. Huh. Well, okay then. Okay then. Oh. Dang it. Restarting the game means that retreating no longer Okay then, thanks game. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. And by that I mean I don't really. Because it cancels out the retreat retry thingy that there is for the boss fight, allowing you to retry without having to set up the formation again. But instead, now that's really good. Not a single stun on these guys. Now some crits would be nice. Yep, that's some crits. Thank you, game. And that's no crits again. Cool. Alright, let's see. He's gonna use the laser this turn. I'm gonna use the tank. Do not so great damage. Get double stunned, which I might do. Yeah, thanks game. I'm going to retry. Now, I have increased the supply of cryo troopers since the last time by about 4 cryo troopers or so. 17 total now. So presumably that will allow for quite a let's see. Oh, that was the wrong attack. Like I said, presumably that will allow for quite the improved amount of attempts in one day, maybe. Maybe. Whether or not it actually happens, that's very nice. I do not like that though, so I'm gonna retry. Might be getting the first no arm kill, or not, fortunately. But that's stuns and suppresses. I mean, I might try it. I'd have to restart the game for that. I'm just gonna retreat. I don't want to restart the game and then retreat. I'm just gonna retreat now. Cryo troopers have been surviving a bit better than usual, though. So maybe that's good. Maybe that's good. Never know. But maybe it's the same as always. Okay, that looks pretty standard for the course. Stunning everything. Or at least stunning all 3 snakes. You know, some double stuns can get by with that. Single stuns on snakes? Wait a minute. I attacked the body. Okay, I gotta... Critical failure. Critical failure. Now I can attack the body, right? Because now I'm actually capable of... His arm is dead, you know? Alright, now let's get the death blow here. Yep, that's a death blow, alright. About par for the course, of course. Alright. We'll use this. Use the tank to get a nice 53. Okay, so these should be able to attack now, so I have to restart the game. Okay, let's go. Alright, back again. With actual ammo and ability to attack. Because that's what happens when game is bugged and game is bugged. Uh-huh. Well, I guess it don't matter now, huh? Guess it don't matter now. Doesn't give me the retry option either. There, so I gotta keep on. Gotta completely rebuild the formation every single time. Oh, nice. First one of these where we gotta retreat before the arm is dead. Going strong. And by strong, I mean roughly average. Oh, now that is... Somehow it didn't die to even a crit. That's pretty lame, isn't it? No crits, okay. Please crit. And no crits. Oh, nice. Nice, that's 3 times in a row. No arm kill. And there goes the Cryo Trooper to the classic 270 damage slam. But the arm is dead at least. So you know, small positives where it can take them. Now watch as I manage to get stunned with a mega amount of stuns here. You know, that's pretty good, actually. I'll take it. I'm not such a fan of that. Tank, go, please. Okay, so this should be able to attack already. So I've gotta restart the game again. And we're back. Loading in. Loading into the battle. go, almost. Yeah. Okay. And now, as should be apparent, this unit can now attack when it couldn't before. That's just how it goes, I guess. At this point. I get stunned again, and that's a successful stun of literally every unit. Okay. And now it's a forced retry on the fight. Gotta love it. And by gotta love it, I do not mean that I enjoy it at all. It gets progressively less enjoyable the more often it happens. Critical on the frost attack, huh? Maybe that's something. But I'm gonna guess that that's nothing. Okay, one crit. I will actually really gladly accept a single crit. I'll use the tank here. The helicopter should be able to attack, but it can't, so I have to restart the fight. So I have to restart the game. You know what? I'm going to do the lazy route and just restart the fight instead of restarting the game. Because it's faster to restart the fight and than it is to restart the game. Yeah, crazy, right? But once we get farther into the boss fight, restarting the game does become a necessity. Tank is fine there though, eating the damage, but that's okay because the tank won't have to eat the damage because yeah, tank won't have to eat the damage. Hooray, good for tank. Tank won't have to take any damage because we're going to restart. And the tank will get to have another shot at taking the damage. Because everything got stunned. Don't you just love it when everything gets stunned? I know I do. It's my favorite time of the day. Huh. Yeah, like I said, my favorite time of the day. Favorite time of any boss fight. Stun is an amazing mechanic that everyone should obviously love. I mean, I know I love it. It really helps me hold on to my sanity here by forcing me to climb up a mountain while, you know, constantly being stunned at every turn. Stun is an amazing thing, isn't it? I know, it must be, right? That's acceptable. I have to restart the game though in a second. Once the stun wears off, because it's gonna be... Yeah, okay, time to restart the game. Yay. And we are back in the loading screen. Everyone loves the loading screen. I mean, the loading screen is actually pretty cool. It's got some nice artwork and everything. Only issue being that takes a bit of time that I would really rather not be using right about now on that. Okay, that was really nice. Okay, what's it looking like? He's gonna use his eye attack here in a second. So I'm gonna use the tanks a couple times until he uses the eye, and then after he uses the eye, I'm gonna use the snakes. Oh, except I'm gonna have to restart the game again here really quickly. In a second. In a second. Or I won't, because it isn't having issues. Okay. So now we're down to tanks and veterans only for a few turns. Okay, so the stun bug should be fixed, right? It should be. It's supposed to be. So maybe I win here. Maybe I win here. Okay, that's not good. But maybe I win here. So the snakes are going to be able to attack. Right? Right? Snakes can attack. They'll get stunned. Okay, thank you. Thank you, game. I don't care at that point. I just wanna win, please. Please, critical. Okay, time to restart the game again for the second time in this fight. So, be right back. Okay. Loading screen once again. Here we are. Now the boss is very close to dead, so I presume I'm gonna be able to do this. Now, I might be presuming too much, but all three snakes are alive and kicking. Okay, all three snakes are stunned. But I think that's it. That was it. Cool. That was perhaps one of the least painful. I mean, you know, that went pretty well. Even profited in widgets. You know, Mega Tanks take a widget to heal each, but you know. Yeah, even profited in widgets. Look at the SP on everything. Really need to get the snakes up to rank 9 though. And yeah. Managed to beat it on the first day, on the day that it spawned. Pretty good. I'm gonna go back to the base real quickly. I'm gonna line up the repairs in the repair bay. And I'll line up the heals in the heal facility. Now, 100 hours of healing. And, sandworms. Gummy sandworms. Everyone likes gummy sandworms. I know I do. So yeah, that's the end of that.